Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're gonna do the unboxing of one of the highly powerful smartphones available right now. It's the ASUS ROG Phone II. So ASUS ROG phone was announced a couple of months back, and now we have this device launching in India. It has top of the line hardware, and this is definitely a great device for gamers. It is actually designed and the performance is really suited for excellent gaming experience. So ROG Phone 1 was announced last year. Now we have the ROG Phone 2. So this has again top of the line hardware. It is running on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 Plus mobile platform with the 7nm manufacturing process, 64-bit octa-core processor, and this is clocked at 2.96 GHz. It has an AMOLED true 10-bit HDR 120Hz display and up to 12 GB of LPDDR4X RAM and UFS 3.0 storage as well. And another important upgrade is that it has 6000 mAh massive battery, and on the camera front it's again well equipped with a 48 megapixel Sony IMX586 sensor, and also it has a wide angle 13 megapixel camera. Front camera is a 24 megapixel shooter. So it has top of the line hardware in all the aspects. So let's get started with the unboxing. So this is the box package, this is the retail unit. So you can see ROG Phone 2. So as of now we don't know the pricing, but we will get to know soon. So this is the ROG branding. Now the back of the box, you don't see any difference in terms of specifications. So the code name for this variant is ZS660KL, 6.59 inches full HD display, and we also have all the features. So it has 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage being offered. Then LTE, dual VoLTE and dual SIM card is supported. Then you also get 6000 mAh capacity battery. So let's open the box package. So opening up the box, you get this small case. So you get this ROG case. So let's see what is inside this ROG case. You have the SIM ejector pin, and this is the bumper case included. Let's open and see the case. So this is the case. So you can see that this has all the cuts for the heatsink and the vents on the phone. So we'll talk about that in a while. So you can see that it also has some ROG branding. You can see that Type-C cable, audio jack, all the ports are also mentioned here. So it looks like a pretty solid case. So we'll insert the case also into the device. Now let's take the device out. So that's the ROG Phone 2. So let's just take this out of this case. So there you go. So it's a beautiful looking phone. Actually it's made of glass and metal. Again really great in terms of the design. You can see the dual camera setup, dual LED flash. This is the vent. We have the heatsink and the vapor chamber inside. So this is the vent to let out the heat dissipated while gaming. So it has a vapor chamber and a cooling sink inside. And we have the ROG logo, which has RGB lighting, and the design looks really good. You can see the Republic of Gamers also mentioned here. So it is really well in terms of the finishing. Now we have a USB Type-C port and the 3.5mm audio jack at the bottom, and on the top we don't have any openings or slots. The right side has the power and the volume keys. The left side houses the ports. So we have a USB Type-C port again here, and this is the SIM tray where we can use dual SIM cards. And on the front panel we have this 6.59 inches full HD plus resolution display. We have this two speakers, dual speakers included. So that's the design aspect. Now let's have a look at the other aspects available in the box. So inside the box you get this adapter. It's 18 watt adapter, 9 volt 2 ampere, 5 volt 2 ampere. So it's an 18 watt adapter. Unlike some variants, the global variant has a 30 watt adapter, but here you get 18 watt adapter. Then you also get this adapter part. Then there is USB Type-C cable included for charging and data syncing. So that's all inside the box. Now let's have a look at the device. So there you go, we have booted the device. It has a 6.59 inches HDR10 enabled display, and this is 120Hz display, and this looks really good. It has Gorilla Glass 6 protection, 2.5D glass. You can see the display quality is really superb on this device. Touch response is also really good. Viewing angles are also excellent, and it's an AMOLED panel basically, and overall it looks really great in terms of the viewing angles and the experience. The refresh rate and everything looks really top notch. Now this is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 Plus chipset. It is clocked at 2.96 GHz and it has 8 gigs of LPDDR4X RAM, and we have 128 gigs of storage, the variant which we have right now. There might be other variants also coming up, so let's see what ASUS announces today. Now talking about the UI, it is running on almost stock-like experience, so you can basically choose the UI when you set up the phone, if you want the ROG UI or if you want the basic stock-like experience. So we have set up the UI which is the stock-like Android, so you can see that there are few apps installed, pre-installed, but then otherwise it looks pretty good. There is Netflix pre-installed and a few other apps also, but otherwise it looks really good. And if you look at the settings panel, you can see that it has almost stock-like experience. Some advanced tools are included like Twin Apps, Game Genie, then there is OptiFlex gesture, so similar to the ASUS Zenfone or rather ASUS 6e, we have these options included. So that's the UI and features. Now let's talk about some of the other options. So first being the cameras. So this has a really good camera. It's a 48 megapixel shooter. You can see that this is the camera UI. We have all the options: motion tracking, video recording, then there is night mode, pro mode. We have 4K recording available, both the primary 48 megapixel camera as well as the secondary 13 megapixel camera. Then 24 megapixel selfie camera is also included. So here are some camera samples you are taken with the ROG Phone 2. So they have come pretty good, so expect a dedicated camera review coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Now this device is definitely for hardcore gamers, but then ASUS is telling that this is not just a gamer's phone, because you get a top of the line hardware. Even if you are not a gamer, you get a really good design and build quality, super battery life, 6000 mAh capacity battery, and the design also looks good. The cameras are really good. Then you have top of the line performance also, great display. So ASUS is saying this is just not a gaming phone alone, it's a really good smartphone in terms of overall aspects as well. The only downside we felt was it's slightly on the bigger side because of the larger display and also a larger capacity battery. The weight is around 240 grams, so you definitely feel a bit heavy in terms of the size and weight of the phone. But once you get used to it, we have been using for like 2-3 days, so we have been pretty impressed with how the phone performs, especially the display and the performance. The cameras are good, the battery life is something really superb on this device. So overall we feel the ASUS ROG Phone 2 is a great device in terms of the overall features. Now we'll have to wait and see how ASUS prices this product. So if it is really competitively priced, it will sell well because it has top of the line hardware and features being offered. Now we'll also be coming up with a detailed gaming review of this device. We'll play with the air triggers. So we have air triggers on either side of this device. So we'll talk about air triggers and how it can be configured for gaming. That we'll talk about in our detailed gaming review, so stay tuned for that. So that is unboxing and hands-on with the ASUS ROG Phone 2. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button for more videos. This is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great